breathing out. Gently just pulling that left wrist with my right hand as I stretch over to the right. I got it out this time. Yay, I said it accurately. Breathing in, breathing out. Softly releasing into your mat, into the earth. Get that length. Gravity pushes on us every day and compresses our spine, so we want to create length when we can. Listen to your body always. Melt into your mat. Breathe into sides or ribs if you like. Breathe into belly if you like. Oh, I just got a nice stretch through my ribs. Wherever you feel tight, send the energy of your breath into the tightness. Let's do one more deep inhale here. And softly release, returning center. Uncross your ankles. And just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers as you stretch arms and legs in opposition. All right. So from here, I'm just going to have you roll to one side. Press up to a seated position. Okay, next, what I want you to do, I'm going to have you bring your elbow directly underneath you. I hope this video is still taping because I went beyond the 33 minutes and that's when my camera shuts off. So I'm going to keep going. Hopefully it started the next one. So notice how I'm slouching. So avoid slouching. Ribs lift away from the floor. Align your shoulders so your shoulders are down and back. They're straight in alignment. And then we're going to shoot the legs out straight. And then basically what I want you to do, we're going to do a little modified side plank. So you're just going to lift straight up. Keep the collarbones open. Pull those ribs around you. Meet in the middle. And just hold your side plank. Breathing in. Breathing out. If you want, you could have your hand behind your head to remind you to keep your collarbones wide. And just stay here and breathe. Just doing a nice, easy workout tonight. Breathing in. And breathing out. I'm going to hold it a little bit longer. See if you could hold a little bit longer. Deep inhale. Deep exhale, gently come down. All right, come on to your forearms now. We're going to do a little low Cobra Bujungasana. And then we might take it into a Yin, a seal, where we extend our arms. So for our low Cobra, I'm going to have you think of your elbows are going to be in alignment here under the shoulders. And then you want your legs stretching out long. And then your hip points are down on the mat. Basically, I don't want you to slouch and lose your spine length like that. Like think of strong into the forearms. Spread your fingers wide. Press your palms into the mat. And then just think of a structure. Like your middle back has supportive muscles in your shoulder girdle for structure. And then to keep the neck elongated, rather than lifting it up like that, think of tilting your chin just a little bit forward. And we're just going to hold right here. Tighten your abdominal wall into the back so you have some support through your center. And just stay here and breathe. Keeping the length on the sides of the neck. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Abdominals draw into spine. If you sit at a computer during the week, this is great to help with your posture and your spinal alignment, to restore the natural curves of the spine. You could either stay here, or if it's within your practice and it feels good on your body, from this point, you could extend the arms out in front of you, keeping shoulders away from the ears, keeping support in the back of the neck so the neck is long, core is drawing into low back, and you're just making sure that you're not compressing the low back lumbar vertebra. Compression might happen here. My shoulders are lifting in my ears and then my back starts to compress. So you want to always feel support, length. That's what we're shooting for, support and length. And just maintain that structure. That's how you protect yourself in yoga in case you're hypermobile. Hypermobile joints, you need strength, you need structure, stability. So you don't want to hang at the end of your joints, the long bones. You want to give yourself some structural support. So sometimes it's good to not go too far to the end range. That way you strengthen your joint stability. Back and neck is long. Core draws in. You even feel those triceps working if your arms are straight. I've got a growling stomach. Hope you didn't hear it. I had a protein shake and falafel balls. My stomach's like, what is that combo you just gave me? Let's take one more deep inhale here. Now softly come back down, whether you're on your forearms or straight arms. Let's just fold our arms like this, and then just take a moment and rest your forehead on the backs of your hands, and just allow the low back to release into the mat. Rest your forehead on backs of hands. Maybe give your third eye a little massage by rolling side to side across your forehead. The wisdom center, ajna. Come back center. Now from here, we're going to do a little stretch for our quad, our hip flexor. So I'm going to have you reach one leg back, one hand back, one leg back, both. You're going to reach around, and then I want you to grab your foot, and then I'm just going to have you gently press your foot into your hand. You can just relax your forehead on the other hand. And just feel the stretch in the front of your hip, the front of your thigh. I couldn't do this before with my knee. This is my knee side that I injured, and it's recovering. So yay, I can grab my foot again. How cool is that? Feel how it stretches your shoulder and your chest. And gently release. Extend that leg. Okay, now we're going to do that on the other side. Take your hand. You're going to reach back for your foot. And relax your forehead on the other hand. Keep the knee in alignment with the hip. You're just going to press against your hand. Foot presses, resists. Feel the stretch in the front of that hip and thigh. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Gently release. So now I'm going to have you can either shake out your hips side to side like this, or can go into like a bow posture where we do both feet. So you would just grab one, reach back, grab the other, relax your shoulders away from the ears, and then I want you to gently open the collarbones wide, open shoulders, chest, and we're going to press pubic bone into the mat, lengthen from pubic bone to navel so that low back is really lengthened and protected. Now gently you're just going to reach back, press against the hands with the feet, resist. Keep the knees in line with the hips. Don't avoid letting the knees splay outward. Tighten core to spine, open shoulders, chest. Take a couple more deep breaths here. Pubic bone firm and mat. Keep lengthening navel away from pubic bone. Keep the length in the low back there so you don't compress. Chest is open, shoulders down and back. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Let's do one more breath here. Deep inhale and deep exhale. And last one. Gently release your feet. Take your hands directly under your shoulders. And now we're just going to move our spine opposite way, pressing up to your hands and your knees. Now we're just going to drop back into our, I'm going to say the right thing. I'm going to say Balasana, child's pose, rest pose. I don't want to say downward dog like I usually do. I don't know why I always do that, but I caught myself and I said Balasana, rest pose. Sit back. And you don't want to force, like if you needed a little cushion, you could have a cushion. I do that sometimes for my right knee. I put a little block under my pelvis because I'm not all the way, I'm excited. I grabbed my ankle and my foot and I bent my knee. I'm excited for that. Go to what's comfortable for your body. We're going and breathing right into the spot here, right across middle, low back. Relax your shoulders. Experiment with your arms. If you're more comfortable, drop shoulders out of ears, open shoulders, chest, relax forehead on mat. You could even have your arms resting down by your sides. I'm going to go back to the first one. I like this one. I can stretch from under my armpits and just really lengthen. Stretch breastbone forward. If anyone wants to get a deeper stretch through their pelvis and through their hips, you can do this with your feet together, your ankles touching, and bring your knees wider apart so your pelvis kind of sinks deeper into the floor. You'll get a deeper stretch through your hips that way if it suits you better. You could do feet together, knees wider, instead of knees together, ankles together. Couple more breaths here. Let your spine stretch. We're going to do our modified plank on the other side of our body. When we come up, let's do one more breath here. Slowly take hands under shoulders. We're going to press up to hands and knees. And then before I faced you. I was on my left side doing the modified plank. So now I'm going to swing my legs to the other side of my body and face you this way. And then for the plank, sometimes we could sink into our shoulder like that, hurt our neck, hurt our shoulder. We want to go from under the armpit, strong into our forearm, elbow under shoulder. We want those hips, we want the rib cage to lift up off the mat. Then we want our collarbones to open far and wide. We want our shoulders in alignment. And we want to make sure that we don't twist our rib cage. Sometimes that can happen too. So see if you can just like have your ribs be right over your pelvis in the same alignment. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. We're going to shoot the ankles straight out. Then we're going to prop ourselves up on that forearm, straightening our shoulders. If you want, you could have hand behind head and neck. And just stay here and breathe for a moment. Relax shoulders away from ears. Keeping the ribs stacked over the pelvis. And we want to get our bottom. These obliques are working right now. Think of them wrapping. Like you're wringing out a wet sponge. Keep the neck long, shoulders out of ears. And just stay here and breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Just stay here and breathe. Keep your alignment. See if you can hold it a little bit longer. Keep shoulders out of ears. Lift those bottom ribs. That bottom hip lifts up without compressing the neck or the shoulders. Staying here and breathing. One more deep inhale. And exhale, gently come down. Awesome. So from here, one last time, we're going to turn onto our belly. We're going to have our forearms pushed down into the mat, shoulders away from ears. I want you to curl the toes underneath you. And then I want us to do a little dolphin. So we're going to go from low plank, clasp your palms together, interlace your fingers, curl the toes under, scoop your core in. Then I'm going to have you rise up into the air, look towards your knees, and then gently come straight down into a low plank. And then you're going to lift up, coming back into a modified plank, shoulders away from ears, and lifting up. Tighten core to spine, and lift up, use your core. Tighten your core to your spine, look towards knees, shoulders out of ears. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Deep exhale. Inhale, stretch spine. Exhale. And softly come in. Bring those knees. Come up to your hands and your knees. And we're just going to do a couple cat-cows. So, for cat-cow, think of breastbone lifts to keep the energy from collecting in the wrists. Spread it across here. And then chin down, tailbone drops. Exhale deeply. And then inhales, head stretches away from your tailbone. And then exhale, inhale, exhale, scoop your belly in tight, inhale, head away from tail. 2 more. And last one, exhale, inhale. We're going to do a little thread the needle. Open your shoulder and your chest. Now we're going to reach under, stretch side of neck. Extend arm overhead, breathe in. Lengthen through side of neck. Relax your shoulder away from ear. 3 deep inhales and exhales. 1 more. Come back up. You're on your hands and your knees again. And then I'm going to stretch the other way. So we're going to go up, collarbones wide. I'll face you. Inhale, collarbones wide, chest opens. And then just going to go like that into the mat. And then you're just going to take this arm, as long as it doesn't hurt your shoulder, and then extend it like that. Feel side and neck stretch. 3 deep inhales and exhales here. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more. Breathing in and breathing out. A little bit of a twist through our thoracic spine. Stretching our neck. 1 more time, breathing in and breathing out. Awesome. Slowly press up to hands and knees. Okay, then we're just going to turn facing forward. And then after you face forward, come into Sukhasana. Again, easy pose. I want you to ground down into your pelvis. I'm going to rise up through the top of our head. And I just want you to do a little easy twist. Take one hand to outside of knee. Keep lengthening spine up. Let those ribs expand. Another little stretch for your thoracic spine, that spot between blades. Thoracic mobility. Just be kind to yourself. Give yourself the love for Valentine's Day. All right. Now we're going to rise up. We're going to take hand to opposite knee. Keep lengthening up. Stretch to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Another deep inhale and deep exhale. One more, breathing in and exhaling. Slowly come center and just take those arms overhead. Exhale. One more time. Breathing in, stretch arms to sky. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Let's take a moment, center, feel grounded, energetically balanced and peaceful. So I hope you enjoyed the workout and feel relaxed and rejuvenated. And I wish you peace and love and have a nice Valentine's Day wherever you are. And you take care. And I'll see you again soon. Peace. Bye. Thanks for joining me, everybody.